What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks NBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prize Picks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, assists, and assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in. Get that free money offer and start winning some money over here on Prize Picks today, guys. And if you haven't checked out my premium content packages, would highly recommend you check them out. It is the 31st of the month. Patreon does charge on the 1st of the month, so if you want to sign up tomorrow, that is understandable. But I do offer Prize Picks College Football, Prize Picks NBA, Prize Picks NFL, and the most popular package, the VIP member package. That's going to give you access to every single pick for every single app, every single one of my tickets. The Discord, you can ask me questions, and a bunch more. You get access to the sheets for every single sport, all of my tools, and so much more to come, man. I'm working hard. I got an injury news channel now going. The Discord's really taking off here, and I'm continuing to improve on it every single day. There just keeps I keep adding more value there, so would highly recommend you check that out. We had a big day yesterday, NFL Sunday. We had a bunch of sweeps. If you didn't check that out on my YouTube community page or my Twitter, you can check that out. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, follow me over there as well. I do retweet news and stuff to help you guys keep up to date and what's going on with my brand picks, yada, yada, yada. Follow me over there. Twitter, KJK_DFS is my Twitter handle. And if you enjoy this content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Trying to get these up to 200 likes. I had to take a little bit of a brief break because I had a computer crash. I had Apple Care. They said it was going to be fixed within 1 to 2 weeks. That turned into a month, and they said it was going to be another month. I ended up just buying a new computer, so that is why I have been gone. I'm just going to continue to tell you guys that in case those of you were not aware for a few more videos so people are aware of why I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a little bit. But we've been working hard in the background to get all this premium content up to date. I'm really enjoying where this is going. It's giving me an opportunity to help people learn the process. And I can offer you a lot more value over there than these videos, but I do offer these picks for free to help you out. So hit that like button. It's free. It takes 2 seconds and it helps me out. So let's talk about it. It's going to be the important stuff, the picks. We'll go game by game as we always do. In the first game I'm going to talk about, it's a game I'm very high on tonight. It's going to be the Indiana Pacers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. This game comes in with a 235 over under. It is an 8.5 point spread in favor of the Brooklyn Nets. And it's going to be a good one because it's going to be very fast pace. You look at the Indiana Pacers, they're the 7th fastest team in the entire league as far as pace is concerned. The Brooklyn Nets are 20th in the league, so not quite as fast of a pace, but they're going to get a pace-up matchup taking on this fast-paced Indiana Pacers squad. We kind of just saw this matchup last time out. Miles Turner was out. He's going to be back in. That's really the only difference from what we saw last time out for the most part. And we saw Seth Curry return. He's coming off the bench, but outside of that, nothing has really changed. The roles on these teams are really solidified, so I'm really liking this game. And it all starts at the top with Mr. Tyrese Halliburton. He's a guy that I have been targeting all season long. I'm going to continue to target, and I've been targeting his PRA because he just does such a phenomenal job of racking up those points, those rebounds, and those assists, does Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, you look at his game logs as far as how he's been doing on the season. Last time out against this same Brooklyn squad, you can see high-scoring game, 125 to 116. He played 33 minutes. He racked up 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 26 points, and that's what he's been doing all season long, man. We were on his fantasy last time out. I did mention he'd get some steals. The fantasy kind of got bumped up, and the PRA stayed right where it was. So last time I said we'll take the fantasy because the fantasy hadn't got bumped up, and the PRA did get bumped up. Now the PRA is staying where it was, and the fantasy got bumped up. So we're going to switch on right back to the PRA with Tyrese Halliburton, and he's leading the entire league in potential assists per game. 19.6 potential assists per game is phenomenal, and he does rebound very well for a point guard. So we'll take those extra rebounds that he's going to grab in a fast, up-tempo game environment. You know, he's going to grab 3, 4, 5, 6 rebounds like he did last time out. He didn't even have his best assist game. 8 assists last time. That's the first time he's fallen short of double digits in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. He had double digits. Fell down last time, but he did make up for it in the rebounds and the points. And he's just so reliable in those 3 categories. So pick number 1, going to be rocking with the over points, rebounds, and assists for Tyrese Halliburton. They got it set at 34.5 at the time of recording this video. Taking the over here for Tyrese Halliburton, over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That will be pick number 1. And then not to mention, guys, there's going to be 0 defense played in this game. I mean, when we're running the numbers on these two teams on the entire season, the Brooklyn Nets are dead last in the league in points per possession in the half-court setting. Indiana's 27th in the league, so that's 4th to last in the half-court setting as far as points per game. Brooklyn also ranks 26th in the league. That's bottom 5 in points per possession in transition defense. And as far as the Pacers are concerned in that category, they rank 21st in the league in points per possession in transition, so they're bottom 10. So there's going to be like no defense in this game. There's going to be a lot of fast tempo action. So pick number 1, like the over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Tyrese Halliburton. And we're not going to stop there. Pick number 2. We're going to talk about his teammate in Mr. Buddy Hield, the guy that's been shooting very effectively all season long. He's been crushing it in the points category, and I expect him to continue to do so today. Looking at his line over here on Prizepicks for his points as far as Mr. Buddy Hield. 16.5 points is where his prop is set. He's hit this in each of the last 4 games. I expect him to do so again tonight, as do major sports books. He's a big favorite to hit this. And, you know, we don't get a lot of minus 130 favorites available on Prizepicks. He currently is a minus 130 favorite to hit this over 16.5 point line. I think this probably gets bumped later in the day. Would not be surprised. I'm getting in at 16.5 right now. I really like this pick. The shot volume's been there. We know Buddy Hield is a dead-eye sniper shooter as far as how he gets the job done. Looking at his game logs, you can see 14 shot attempts, 17, 16, 14. He's shooting a ton, and he's knocking them down. 3 for 3 from the line. He can shoot the free throw. He doesn't get to the line too much because he's a bit of a spot shooter, but when he gets there, he will convert. That's always, you know, important to us. He shoots a ton of threes. 3 for 10, 7 for 12, 5 for 9, 5 for 11, and then you look at the overall shot attempts and the minutes. 38 minutes last time against Brooklyn. Expecting right around the same. He's going to play a lot of minutes here. And really, really like this. We're getting some nice value at the minus 130 juice on Prizepicks here today. So pick number 2. Taking the over 16.5 points here for Buddy Hield. That will be pick number 2. Pick number 3. We're going to stick right in this game, guys, because I got another pick. This might be my favorite on the entire slate. It's going to be Miles Turner. He's expected to return here. And Miles Turner is an absolute block machine. And for those of you that might not know, you get 3 points for every block and steal on Prizepicks. He also will rack up the steals. But you look at the blocks his first 2 times out. First game, he was a bit limited, 24 minutes coming back, and then he got a pregame injury. I think he fell on a ball boy's, rolled his ankle on a ball boy's ankle, got hurt. Came back. He rested last time out for injury management, but he played 32 minutes in that time prior, so I don't think he's really going to be that limited. They just wanted to kind of give him a little bit of a break, you know, probably do some conditioning. He should be good to go in this one against Washington. He put up 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 blocks, 27 points. The time before, he really didn't have the greatest game in only 24 minutes with 5 points, but he still had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 blocks. Guys, you get 3 points, 3 fantasy points for every single one of those blocks. That's a 12 fantasy score output there in strictly blocks, nothing else involved. And we talked about the fast up-tempo game environment, and I think that the Prizepicks has a major misprice on Mr. Miles Turner fantasy score. Actually, it just got bumped again, so that's interesting. It started out at 28.5. I got it in at 29.5. He's now bumped up to 30.5, and I would not be surprised to see him continue to get bumped throughout the day. So just so everyone knows, I did get this in at 29.5. It started at 28.5. I wanted to get it in. I was like, this is way too low. I've got Miles Turner projected to put up 40 FanDuel points. I'm sorry, 40 Prizepicks points, who does use the same scoring format as FanDuel. And this is just too low, man. He put up 55 last time out. You're looking at his per minute production on the entire season as far as his points per minute, as far as Prizepicks fantasy points. He's putting up 1.47 fantasy points per minute. So pretty much 1.5 fantasy points per minute. He's going to play 30 minutes. You do the math. That's more than 40 fantasy points. Prizepicks only has his line set at 30.5, even after the bump at 29.5, 28.5. I'm still all in on this pick, man. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've got him projected to go out there and put up 40 Prizepicks fantasy points here tonight. He's got to be my favorite pick on the entire slate. I'm definitely going to be putting him on the thumbnail for that reason. Love this. I mean, 28.5 was way too low. 30.5 still too low. It'll be interesting to see Prizepicks if they continue to bump this up. I don't know why they started at such a low number, but maybe he even works his way up into like the mid-30s later. But I got to be honest, if they keep it at 35 or under, 35.5 or under, I'm still going to take it here. So pick number 3, rocking with the over 30.5 fantasy score here for Miles Turner. That'll be pick number 3. And then pick number 4, we're going to run it back on the other side. I love this game if you didn't tell, and the reason is because everyone has a role on each side. This is going to be fast up-tempo. What's very predictable. We have some nice Vegas odds. We have some nice research-backed picks from myself. We're going to run it back on the other side with one guy that's going to shoot a ton here. It's going to be Kyrie Irving. The Nets have been terrible. They've started out awful as far as their record's concerned. They really need to start winning ball games. And the only way they're going to win is through their studs. And it all starts with Kyrie Irving. He's 4th in the league in field goals attempted per game. He's taking 23.5 shots per game, playing 39 minutes practically the whole game. He's shooting 9.7 times from behind the three-point arc, where he's only shooting 30% on the season. We know Kyrie Irving's a much better shooter than that. It's only a matter of time before that ramps back up into, 40+% from behind the arc. He's also shooting 5.8 free throws per game, where he's shooting 91% from the line. The guy's a bucket. He can do it all. He's shooting a ton. It's a fast up-tempo game. We already talked about the lack of defense on the Indiana and the Brooklyn side here. So pick number 4, we are going to be rocking with the over Kyrie Irving points, 29.5 points. He has hit the over in 4 of this last 5, where he only put up 27 against Milwaukee. Much tougher opponent, guys. I mean, he was facing Drew Holiday in that game. Drew Holiday defense is really tough. This is not Drew Holiday defense. This is not Milwaukee defense. This is Indiana defense, where he just really dropped 35 against them last time out. So pick number 4. Going to be rocking with the over 29.5 points here for Kyrie Irving. And then pick number 5, we're sticking in the game, man. We're doing a full-on game stack for this video today. This game's just too good to pass up on. And it's going to be the other stud, Kevin Durant. Once again, very predictable. We know exactly who's shooting on this Brooklyn Nets side. I was on Kevin Durant last time out, last video. He just didn't shoot in the first half. He had like 2 field goal attempts in the first like 2 quarters or whatever. It was through like 1 quarter. And then he picked it up in the second half and ended up dropping 25 points. If he would have just shot in the first quarter, second quarter, he would have easily cleared his over. It was set at 30.5. He's shooting 20.5 times per game. He's getting to the free throw line a ton. 10.2 free throws attempted per game, where he shoots 91% from the line. General rule of thumb is to not play teammates because they cut into each other's usage in the same ticket. But I gotta be honest, this is an exception, man. As you can tell, I'm going with 5 picks from the same game. We all know the role. We talked about Tyrese Halliburton. He's gonna get you those points, the rebounds, and the assists. Buddy Hield, the strict pull-up shooter. He does get buckets on the wing, so I like that. Miles Turner gets a lot of blocks, rebounds, and he can't score inside. So that fantasy score, I talked about that being way too low. Kyrie Irving, ton of shots, and then rounding things out, Kevin Durant, same thing, ton of shots. I mean, both these guys seem to be a lock for 30-plus points per game. You're looking at their game logs. It's been very, very rare they haven't dropped 30-plus. I mean, you look at Kevin Durant, 32, 27, 37, 33, 37, 26. Going on over to Kyrie Irving, as far as his game logs, 35, 39, 27, 37, 30, 15. So they're pretty much both a lock for 30-plus points. Every single time they take the floor. Once again, typically speaking, I don't really promote putting same teammates on the same ticket because they will cut into each other's usage, but this is just such an exception. They desperately need to win. It seems like every single time they come on the floor, it's one of these 2 guys shooting, one of these guys getting to the line. We know Ben Simmons isn't the best shooter. We know Royce O'Neal's not exactly the best shooter. Nick Claxton's going to play his role on the pick and roll, running to the basket, just being that athletic big. But the shots are going to all come from Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. They have a 121 implied total. I really do like the odds of, around 60 of those points coming from both of these guys, 30-plus from each of them tonight. So I'm not going to overthink it. We're going to go ahead and stack this thing up. And I honestly think that's been a little bit of my weakness early on in the NBA season, is overthinking it in the sense of not wanting to play teammates. But we've seen a few of these teams just have such solidified roles, such as Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, that I think this is going to pay off for us going with this game stack tonight. So that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Once again, I'm going to have the premium up. I will have underdog picks. I'm going to have underdog videos on the way soon. Underdog NFL, underdog NBA, underdog college football, as well as the Prizepicks. You can only get one of those sports in one of those apps if you sign up for the lower tiers, but if you sign up for the VIP member package, you get all that and more. So I would highly recommend you do that. It's $49.99 a month. I know a lot of people have been intimidated when they first sign up, when they see the price tag, I guess. I don't really understand why. If you were to charge an hourly wage for what I do and the amount of work I put in during a day, $50 an hour would be more appropriate, not $50 a month. I mean, I'm up 12 hours a day grinding, researching, and getting in tickets and helping everyone in the Discord. So it's well worth the value. Check that out, guys. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NBA props picks tonight, and we will see you in the next one.